First and 10. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll begin here on the ground. He gets free. Past the 45. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to... And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Nakua. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
That's caught by Puka. And he will dive into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The PAT up and good. And the Rams are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. They bring Chase in motion. Right back to him on first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after 14-7 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and You're just saying box them out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Now a run on first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give on the ground. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They bring Chase in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a lot.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Turner.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. This one deep downfield for Chase.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And now it's 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And this will be incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 35, it's first and 10. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's a second and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Going for it all. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Rams. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes, it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll turn and hand this one off. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The motion man is Nakua. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up third down. Now, faking the give, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. First and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They bring Chase in motion. They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Down the left sideline. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. He'll look to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. He is in. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. The motion man is Nakua. And he's going to have the Rams, and he's going to have the Chargers. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Rams cut 3 off the lead. but they still face a sizable deficit. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.